Tesla promised us a bulletproof truck for $39,900. What we got was a stainless steel Dorito on wheels that barely fits in your garage, costs more than a Porsche Macan, and depreciates faster than a crypto coin named after a dog. This is the story of the Cybertruck, the vehicle that proved you can't just polygon your way to success.
Yeah. Sure? Yeah.
Let's rewind to 2019, the moment the hype train left the station. Elon Musk unveils what looks like a PlayStation 1 render that hasn't finished loading. Sharp angles, stainless steel, and a price tag that made truck enthusiasts drool, $39,900. The crowd went wild. Over 1 million people put down deposits. This wasn't just a truck, it was the future. A future where you could drive through gunfire while towing your boat and looking like you just drove out a Blade Runner. The presentation made it seem like Tesla had solved every engineering challenge overnight. Tech blogs called it the iPhone moment for pickup trucks. Social media went viral with customers bragging about their early reservations. Automotive analysts predicted Tesla would dominate the truck market within 5 years. Fast forward to 2025, and let's check in on those promises. The base model? Still unreleased. It's vaporware with a reservation list. The cheapest version you can actually buy? $60,990. That's a 53% price increase. Want the top-tier Cyber Beast? $99,990. You know what else costs $100,000? An actual Porsche, a really nice boat, or about 40 Costco memberships that'll last you until retirement. But surely the specs are amazing, right? Tesla promised 500 miles of range. They delivered 340 max. Payload capacity? Under-delivered. Towing capacity? Also under-delivered. Customers were furious. Tesla forums exploded with angry posts from reservation holders who felt betrayed by the delays, price hikes, and broken promises. Many documented their 5-year journey from excitement to disappointment in viral social media threads. The dream of owning a futuristic truck turned into a waiting game with no clear finish line. Tesla didn't just miss the mark. They launched a whole new target into orbit, aimed carefully, and somehow shot themselves in the foot anyway. So why did everything go wrong? Let's talk about the design, because this is where theory crashed into reality at 60 miles per hour. The stainless steel body sounds cool in theory, bulletproof, rust-proof, futuristic. In reality, it's heavy, incredibly hard to repair, and complicates manufacturing to a degree that makes production engineers cry in their sleep. Tesla chose 30X cold-rolled stainless steel, a proprietary alloy that's ultra-hard and corrosion-resistant. But that strength comes at a cost. It's so difficult to shape that Tesla had to invent a process called air bending just to form basic panels. Repairs? Expensive and unforgiving. The material demands specialized equipment and slows down production. Elon Musk and Tesla engineers admitted that scaling manufacturing with 30X stainless steel is extremely difficult. The material demands precision, specialized equipment, and slows down every step of the process. It's one reason Cybertruck deliveries were delayed for years. Tesla didn't just struggle with demand, they struggled with the steel itself. Those sharp angles? They're a pedestrian safety nightmare. In Europe, they'd never be street legal. They also create aerodynamic drag, the opposite of what you want in an electric vehicle trying to maximize range. The Cybertruck is 19.3 feet long and 7.9 feet wide with mirrors extended. The average American garage, about 20 feet deep and 9 to 10 feet wide. Many owners have to fold mirrors, lower suspension, or literally remodel their garage just to park. Some have posted videos doing 12-point turns in their driveway. One owner's HOA sent them a letter because the truck stuck out into the street. It's not just impractical, it's inconvenient by design. Tesla looked at every normal use case and said, but what if we made that really, really difficult? Let's hear from people who actually bought one. One owner said, "It's a full-time job to own this thing. When I buy a vehicle, I'm hoping it'll transport me, not employ me." The issues are legendary: vibration problems, warped trim, broken tonneau covers, misaligned cameras. Early owners report blind spots, awkward interior, poor fit and finish, and towing that drains range. The A-pillar design creates dangerous blind spots that traditional mirrors can't fix. The minimalist interior? It skips basic storage compartments and cup holders, things truck buyers actually use. Critics weighed in harshly. Motor Trend called it the strangest vehicle we've ever tested and highlighted how the truck fails at basic pickup tasks despite its high price. Edmunds flagged it as impractical after testing revealed that the Cybertruck's real-world performance doesn't match Tesla specifications. Consumer Reports couldn't recommend it due to reliability concerns and projected repair costs. Across the board, professional reviewers noted that it feels like a concept car that somehow escaped into production. Many owners discovered that basic truck functions, like hooking up trailers, are more complicated than traditional designs. One owner described towing as trial and error with a 100K science experiment. Even seasoned truck users say the Cybertruck makes simple tasks feel like learning a new language. The public turned it into memes, calling it a low-poly video game car. But some owners genuinely love it. They say it's like driving a celebrity. The truck turns heads everywhere. The steer-by-wire system is genius, tight turning radius despite its size. The vault is spacious. The onboard power outlets turn it into a mobile power station. One owner powered their entire campsite for a weekend. One enthusiastic owner wrote, "Cybertruck is the best vehicle I've ever owned in the past 30 years, hands down, and I owned more expensive vehicles in the past." For some, the Cybertruck isn't just a truck, it's a statement, a thrill, and the best thing they've ever driven. The Cybertruck is the most polarizing vehicle since the Pontiac Aztek. Some owners feel like they bought the future. Others feel betrayed, like they paid 6 figures for a beta test they can't uninstall. Now let's talk money. This is where the Cybertruck goes from problematic product to existential threat. The numbers are brutal. Sales collapsed from 12,900 units in Q4 2024 to just 6,406 in Q1 2025. That's a 50% drop. By Q2, approximately 5,000 units. Ford, GMC, and Chevy outsold it by miles, even in their worst quarters. Tesla is sitting on 10,000 unsold Cybertrucks. That's $808 million worth of inventory just gathering dust. If you bought a $100,000 Foundation Series in early 2024, you watched 34.6% of your investment evaporate in 1 year. It depreciates faster than a luxury SUV driven off the lot by a teenager. Many early owners are reselling after the 1-year no resale clause expired. Some are taking losses of $30,000, $40,000, even $50,000. Imagine losing the price of a decent car just for owning a Cybertruck for 12 months. Tesla slashed production at its Texas Gigafactory and reassigned staff. Even Elon admitted the Cybertruck won't be cash flow positive until mid to late 2025. When the CEO, famous for over-promising timelines, says maybe late 2025, he means please stop asking. Retooling factories cost billions. Tesla reportedly spent over $1.8 billion on specialized equipment for stainless steel manufacturing. Gigafactory Texas had to be redesigned from the ground up, adding 18 months to construction timelines. The custom presses used for Cybertruck production aren't compatible with any other Tesla model. Tesla hired new engineering teams with metalworking expertise they'd never needed before. The company burned through an estimated $3.2 billion in development costs with limited revenue to show for it. One investor reportedly called it the most expensive learning experience in automotive history. Buyers are hesitant. The design is polarizing. The functionality is awkward. The quality issues are impossible to ignore. And $60,000 buys you a lot of truck that fits in your garage. The Cybertruck isn't dominating the electric truck market. It's surviving in a very expensive, very small, very unprofitable niche. This isn't a bump in the road. This is driving full speed into a crater you dug yourself while live streaming it to investors. If you're on Tesla's legal team, you're not sleeping. You're mainlining coffee and refreshing news alerts with pure panic. There's the wrongful death lawsuit over doors that allegedly failed during a fire. When your safety feature becomes why someone can't escape, that's not a bug. That's a fundamental design flaw with a body count. There's a federal investigation into emergency egress systems. Apparently, maybe the doors will work isn't an acceptable safety standard. Consumer protection risks are brewing over misleading range and safety claims. When you promise 500 miles and deliver 340, lawyers use words like material misrepresentation. Those aren't fun words in a courtroom. And investor pressure is mounting. Tesla's stock is tied to Cybertruck performance, which currently resembles a three-legged horse trying to win the Kentucky Derby while on fire. This isn't just a product, it's a liability with wheels. A rolling legal time bomb that depreciates at record speed and might trap you inside during emergencies. The Cybertruck isn't just a truck, it's a symbol. A symbol of ambition, of innovation, of what happens when hype outruns engineering and reality sends you a bill. People believed in this. They waited years. They defended it online against mockery. They paid $100,000, money that could have been a house down payment or college tuition. And now many are stuck with a truck too big to park, too glitchy to trust, and too expensive to resell without a financial hit that'll haunt them for years. It's not just a meme, though it absolutely is. It's a cautionary tale about unchecked hype, cult of personality marketing, and forgetting that a truck needs to be functional and not trap you inside when things go wrong. The Cybertruck is what happens when style obliterates substance, when marketing overpowers engineering, and when nobody's willing to say, maybe this is a bad idea. If you bought a Cybertruck, we want to hear your story. Tell us why you love it, or why you regret it. If you're still waiting for that $39,000 base model, wake up. That truck isn't coming. It never was. It was always a marketing mirage designed to generate headlines and deposits. Thanks for watching. And remember, just because something's bulletproof doesn't mean it's a good idea.